Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Melissa, and today we are going to be talking about 5 things that you should know before you visit China.
All I'm saying.
The very first one on this list is going to be that you need a visa. So unless you have maybe a connecting flight that goes through China, or if you're going to be visiting like Hong Kong, you are going to need a tourist visa. So for me, back in 2019, when I decided to move to China to become a teacher, I had to go to the consulate and apply for the visa. I had an interview, I had to do all of my documents before I could go. So if you are planning a trip to China, please make sure that you are making enough time so that you're able to get your visa before you go. Number 2 on this list is going to be the staring. So there are some people that will literally have no chill, no shame in blatantly staring directly into your eyes. Like someone could be 5-6 feet in front of you and have their phone holding it out, taking pictures and videos of you. It, in my opinion, is not like in a malicious way, but it absolutely can feel like you're kind of on display, like you're kind of in a zoo. And for example, when I was in China, I was going to visit the Forbidden City. And there was a woman that literally followed us like almost through the entire thing. And it got to a point where I was so frustrated that I literally just turned around and was like, what's going on? Like, do you have a problem? Are you okay? Like, what's up? And immediately when I did that, she rushed over to us and was like, oh my God, like, you're so beautiful. Like, can you take a picture with me? Like, say hi to my boyfriend, da, 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 da. Running up on us and holding her phone out and like kind of leaning in and smiling and saying, oh, say hi to my boyfriend, da, 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 da. Where like when I'm looking at the screen, it's clearly she's literally just taking a video. But after that happened, she left. So it will absolutely happen. I'm not saying it's 24/7 by any means, but it's something that you should be aware of, that people will absolutely be very curious about you and they will want to stare and look and take photos or videos. Number 3, the spitting. So people will be putting on a show, girl. Like they'll be putting on a performance of spitting on the ground. And it can be very like shocking and just like disgusted at the way that people are spitting on the ground. And not only are you hearing it and seeing them put it on the show, it's also where you're walking. I don't know why spitting is a thing in China or why that's part of their culture or society, or I don't know why, but it's something that absolutely is a thing. And as someone who is coming from the US over to China, it can be a bit jarring. So just be aware of that because it's interesting. Number 4, squatty potties. So if you've ever traveled in Asia or Southeast Asia, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But for those of you who don't, I will put a picture up so that you can kind of get a visual. But basically a squatty potty is more of just like, it's a flat surface with a hole in the ground. And then you have basically the 2 sides where you would put your feet and then you would squat down. Yeah, if you've never used one before, it definitely does take a little bit of a finesse to try to figure it out. But it's something that you should know about before you go, because quite honestly, unless you're going to a Starbucks or like a mall or more of like a international like restaurant, that the majority of the toilets are going to be squatty potties like that. So just so you're aware, it might take a little practice. The 5th one on this list is going to be a VPN. So you are absolutely going to need a VPN in China if you are trying to access social media or other Western sites. So like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Google, Netflix, you can't access those things unless you have a VPN. So the two that I used when I was in China was ExpressVPN and also AstrillVPN. Neither of them are free. And if you were going to be visiting China for just a handful of days or a week, I wouldn't recommend those. There is one that I used that was a free version, and it absolutely did the job. Like, it was a little bit slow at times, but you were absolutely still able to access the sites that you wanted to. So that's absolutely what I would recommend if you're just going to be there for a short period of time. You do not need to buy, a $100 VPN for just a week or so. So definitely, if you go to China, you're going to need a VPN to be able to keep up with all of your social media and be able to access those things. So just so you know, if you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, did you know I have a whole playlist about all of my experiences living and working in China? So I will have that link down below for you as well. But that's all for me, guys. Bye.